guys, welcome to Tongue Fungus. I am your host, Matt, and this is
Niko.
And Niko, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to do a recap on Season 1.
Yeah!
Imagine that.
Alright guys, well like I said in his body, we're doing a recap of Season 1 today. Matt, what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite moment? What was your favorite moment?
Something like that.
Matt, what was it? What was it?
It was our second video that came out. It was the breakfast stories. That was my favorite. It just, because the funny part about breakfast stories was we weren't even going to make that video, but we needed footage. We needed the video. We had a little bit of footage. We didn't have all the footage, and how we edited it, it just came together very well.
Me, all right? I'm a meat and potatoes type of man.
He's
That's
a white
who I
man.
am. And I like coffee like how I like my women. How's that? Dark? Colombian. And what I like to do with my coffee is I like extra sugar, extra cream. Let me take that back real quick. I have a Jamaican wife, and I just don't want her to see this on YouTube. So, I like it black. Oh my God. Don't cut it. Let it keep running.
We shot Breakfast Stories the same exact day we shot episode 1, Vigilantes. And it's funny because we didn't get to finish the Breakfast Stories. So I don't know if people noticed it or not, but we actually had to wear the cat. My son, Jack, had just been born like a week before. We had to basically shoot the video again. I had a full beard at the time, but when we first shot it,
He lost his hat too.
Yeah, I didn't have my hat on, and I had a different hat. I had just took the hat off. And we had to wear our clothes again, and I feel like nobody noticed it, because most people that watched it probably skipped through a little bit, or either they didn't notice it. That's like our #1 hit, and we didn't think it was going to get that big. Like, I came a week later, right, and it was like 100 views. For us, that's fast. Like, there's people out there that'll hear, they'll be like, 100 views. Like,
I get 100,000.
I get 100,000 in like 2 seconds, bro. Maybe in the future we'll be like 100 views. Yeah. That joint chump change. Child.
That's chump change.
Child, that's booty. Boo boo. One of my favorites was the Night of the Runs, because that was, out of all of Season 1, that was the video we worked the hardest on. We actually put the most effort into that. We literally shot 6 or 7 videos before we even did that, so we had the time to shoot Night of the Runs.
Fine.
Why?
This is a brilliant idea.
We are not making this.
Nick, get back here.
I'd like to win, Nick.
Get back here, Nick.
Run!
Nick.
Don't let him catch you, Nick. Shut up. Be ever forever free.
Right? He doesn't need porn no more, so he used turkey.
Nico, I need a ride home.
And that actually became our second most famous video.
I like Night of the Runs. Night of the Runs was fun to shoot.
And consider it, Matt, that took all night to shoot too. Just because when Matt's being himself, acting like himself, is just funny.
Ooh, look at that shirt. That's a nice. Ooh, that's a little fresh. That smells clean, man. I like your beard right here. That's a nice beard.
I think that there was an outtake video for that. There was more outtakes than that. But that was probably one of the most fun videos we shot. Riding slow.
That was a fun video to shoot. It was really cold out that day.
It was.
Nick
was being Nick.
Nick kept trying to add.
Make sure you paint the picture for them. Like, here's the thing. Like, when we shot Riding Slow, it's right outside the house. Literally, the door you see on the right-hand side of where we're playing, he's ringing the bell on the left side. That's all he had to do was ring the bell and dance. In every scene, that's all he had to do. And he's like, but can I stand this way? What if I did it like this?
It was like the middle of winter when we shot it. And it was really cold outside. Me and Niko, for some reason, thought it was going to take not even 30 minutes to shoot everything.
It took us like 2-3 hours.
It took us a while. It took us a while to shoot everything. We're like, Nick,
just ring the doorbell.
Just ring the doorbell and dance around, dog. You don't have to approach it any way. You're not a character. You just ring the doorbell
and dance.
Be yourself and dance.
That's all he had to do. The unexpected combo was literally unexpected because we didn't know what we were talking about that day. We didn't know what was going to happen. We knew that we wanted to have a guest on the show that day.
Niko, what are we doing today?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I thought you had it figured out.
I told you to figure out a topic last night.
What is this? We are supposed to figure something out.
Listen,
Matt. We were experimenting with the 2 cameras at the time, and that's why a lot of it you see like 2 different angles, and that actually came out pretty good. We're going to try to do that a heck of a lot more in season 2.
I think the lighting was off.
The lighting was off when Dave was walking the camera.
But I think I would definitely would try that out like a lot. I want to experiment with that more often.
Why are you bringing me on this? I'm just here for the ride.
The thing about that day is we planned it, and it was kind of through me because I knew Tony through work, and I kind of already knew. I kind of already knew Tony's. I knew how he was and stuff like that, and I kind of figured like we'll naturally just hit it off, and you know what I mean. And the funny thing is, we couldn't figure out what to talk about on the video, but before we had a big conversation. Before we shot, we didn't want anything to sound rehearsed.
We did use some of the stuff that we spoke about. We were talking about games at the time because Tony's a huge gamer, and that's one of the things that kind of connected me with him because I'm a huge gamer as well. You remember we were trying to order Chinese food that day, and Dave was like getting on Matt's nerves. If I remember correctly, like we were waiting for Dave and Tony forever because Dave couldn't find the house.
Right.
So we were sitting there for a while trying to like actually wait for that.
So we did a lot of things in season 1. We tried out some new things. We tried a lot of foods. We taste tested a lot of weird foods and stuff like that, like the beef jerky.
That's weird. That's ostrich.
They all taste like ham. Things really bad. Ugh. Stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Wait.
Crickets.
We tried crickets, but I had crickets before.
We ain't tried them. We ate them.
We ate crickets.
Start it off, Matt. We gonna eat it at the same time.
Should we portion out the platter? That way we have like an entree
Listen,
of different
I'm
choices?
trying it. Like, you talking about having a full course meal with this joint. Just eat it.
Do they taste like sunflower seeds?
It doesn't taste that bad. It's the fact that I have a cricket in my mouth that makes me want to regurgitate it.
Nah, not at all.
We did a whole Bean Boozle challenge.
Those crickets don't sound like a bad idea right now. I don't.
Nope, not at all.
I will eat a whole cricket whole.
I eat them like a bag of chips.
They messed up on the count. And
what? You messed up on the count.
You remember Nick?
Yeah, Nick messed up on the count.
Was left in charge.
We shot the Bean Boozled and the Crickets video
the same day.
Same night.
I bet it's brave.
Oh, man.
He came back. He came back out. He came back out.
And before we even started shooting the Crickets video, they're already talking about challenges and stuff. And I was, I'm not eating crickets. Like, I'll eat crickets, but I'm not going to do no challenges where I got to, like, stuff them down my throat.
I'm not downing all those crickets. If I lose, you're going to have to pick another punishment. I'm not downing all those crickets, man.
When I went home that night, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. He called me twice, and I missed the call. He called again, and he's like, yeah, we got the count wrong. You won. We had a lot of fun shooting that one.
Intervention. That came out of nowhere. We did not know what we were going to talk about.
We shot that same one that day
And
with the embarrassing stories videos. We shot it at the same time. But I came in, and
man, we're ready for it.
I remember bringing up because he does this a lot. He's like, so what are we shooting today? It's like he already knew what we were shooting.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's just like That's how the whole idea of the Night of the Runs came about. We were like, okay, it's all fictional, but it's fictional versions of ourselves. So I was like, let's experiment with the intervention, kind of like how we did with Inconsiderate Matt. Let's experiment.
You know what?
I don't need no.
Relax. Come on.
All right, I'm not mad. You're my anger problem. You're my anger problem.
Hey, man.
I memorized it.
Come on, Nico.
Nick acted that part out so well. Like, I kept telling him, keep touching me. And, like, I was like, do things you know would annoy that character of mine. He's like, he's there. He's like, he's grabbing me. And he's like pulling me. He was hugging me. I think at one point we cut it out, but he actually kissed me on the cheek. And I was like, dog.
I'm telling you how it is.
Like to be
Another
touched.
thing.
You didn't.
I did.
Don't touch me. No! What? Nick, what? What?
And the cool thing about that one was it wasn't scripted at all. We'd improvise it as we went along. Whatever we found funny, we were like, you know what, we're gonna use that.
Teddy Bear was improvised as well. Like, remember we were gonna use the candle,
right? But I was like, you know what, let's just use this, and it all worked out. It really worked out, and
the whole part of Nick going like, it's a smoothie, was all improvised. At first, me and Matt just kept saying bear, 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 and Nick's like, it's a smoothie. He was serious at first. He was like, it's a smoothie. And then we were like, we played it back and we watched it. We were like, that's kind of funny. And so we kept on saying, every time you hear me and Matt say bear, like, oh, it's a smoothie. And there's one scene where he's like doing the thing where he's pointing at the camera and we just started laughing.
I need the bear.
Nick does a lot of good acting in his parts. Matt spoke about it, something we have coming on next season called Dateline, which is a movie we're doing, where Nick's going to be playing that same fictional version of himself. And guys, from what we've shot so far, just as good as all the other parts he did. Dave's also going to be in it as well. He's actually playing the central role in that one. And that's going to be coming out in season 2. Confessions, that was the most random thing we did this season. He called me and he's like, explain, all right, this is what we're going to be doing next week. And I didn't understand what he was saying.
I'm a Brody. Name my top 5 favorite My Little Ponies. 1 is Fluttershy. 2 is Pinkie Pie. 3 is Twilight Sparkle, Applejack, and Rainbow Dash. My wife enjoys it very much, and she also says I look a cross between Common and a fat Mr. Clean. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a man-child. I've been a man-child for a long time now. I pee the bed constantly. No reason at all. I lifted it up because I can't accept the fact that I'm out of shape, okay? It's what a man-child does. Love me. Love yourself. Stay on my business.
He had to explain it to me a lot because I wasn't getting it. And I was like, wait, I'm going to speak in front of the camera and then you're going to talk on the camera. And then he explained that he's actually going to do a voiceover of what I'm saying, which was, it was kind of cool. That's how the whole, and the brony thing, which we might elaborate, we might continue something like that. We don't know. We haven't really spoken about it, but that's kind of how that video happened, was the randomness of it, just out of nowhere, and just being creative. We want to thank Matt Dell Videos. We want to thank Digital Bird Music Nest for you guys showing your support and, just overall helping out. We definitely want to give a big thanks to Nick and Dave for all the hard work they also put in as well.
I thank Sasha. I thank Cheryl for
putting up with us, guys. Thank you. Enjoy your summer. God bless you guys, and we will see you very soon.
What was that? That was a